This is Black Girl Love, and that's the title of our podcast, our new podcast. And I am your host, Kat Williams, and I'm a black girl who loves, and I love a lot of things, so that's what we're going to talk about. And not only are we going to talk about things that I love, but we're going to bring other people on to talk about things that they love on the podcast, Black Girl Love. And I know you're going, okay, but what does that mean? What is black girl love? It's a lot of things, I think. I'm black. I'm a girl or a woman. I like either one. And love, it covers so much. I love food, which is why I'm a little overweight. And a lot overweight, depending on which angle. But we're going to get into that on a different podcast. I love reading. I love writing. I am a published writer. And you can actually find my first book titled Black Girl Love on Amazon. I love traveling. I love people. I love me. I love discussions. I love debates. I love a good joke. I love a good murder mystery. So that's what we're going to be talking about on Black Girl Love. And in the middle of all of that, we're going to bring other people on who want to share what they love, whatever that may be, because there are no limitations, because the word love is all encompassing. I mean, it could cover anything from a love of Skittles to a love of, the sunlight as it shines at 6 a.m. once the sun rises and you're just happy to be in the moment of that day. Which reminds me, I do love new air. That just warmed up air because the sun just came up and the energy is just so beautiful. I rarely see it because I don't like getting up that early. But when I do, I always remember to pause and take it in. And I hope that you do that with this podcast. Again, this is the first episode. So there's going to be some bumps and bruises as we go. This isn't my first foray into podcasting. I did Sipping on Ink many, many, many years ago, where we talked to artists, writers, poets, activists, allies. Because if you didn't know, I'm a little bit on the gay side. I'm a lesbian. I'm queer. I'm all those things. And I'm affirming. I'm an ally of those who fall anywhere in that rainbow. And I'm an ally of straight people, too. Not all y'all, but some of y'all. Yeah, got to be honest. But yeah, today, because this is the first podcast, I figured, we could run the gamut. I'm not gonna make it long. I'm not gonna make it short. I'm gonna make it perfect, I hope. And we just gonna talk. So a little bit about me. I do love love. Like, I love being in relationships, right? Unfortunately, relationships don't love me. Or maybe I get lazy in relationships. That's a good way of thinking on it. I've just recently ended a relationship, a marriage. Yeah. And I honestly don't know why. And that's just being honest. I'm just laying it out there on the line to you. And then now don't hang around thinking that I'm going to tell y'all my business. I mean, I might. You never know. I might. I'm not going to pretend I won't. Because I can be an oversharer. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's another thing to love. But yeah, so I like relationships. I love relationships. I thought this would be the last one for me, but it is not, obviously, because it's over. And I'm not crawling into a hole and dying. So who knows what's on the future, or in the horizon, rather, for me. And I'm excited about that. A lot of little things out there in the world. I'm a traveler, currently living abroad. I'm going to be traveling this summer. For about 2 months throughout Europe and Africa, and I'm excited about that. I visited a few countries with my soon-to-be ex-wife, who I must put out there, I do love, and I'll always love her. This just wasn't the time for us, for various reasons, and she can put her reasons out there. I'm not going to put mine out there because I honestly don't even know. So if you ever see her reasons, let me know. Whew, that was a lot to say. I think that was a little bit of an overshare. What you think? Yeah, anyway, I got a cup of tea in front of me, and it's a little hot. And I think what I just said was a little hot, too. Yep, I do believe so. But anyway, back to traveling. I've lived rather in Vietnam, Malaysia, Cambodia, And I visited quite a few other countries: Iceland, French Antilles, Singapore, Thailand, Bali, Greece, Spain, and some other ones I'm probably not counting off the top of my head right now. And I want to continue that. I plan on, like I said, I plan on traveling this summer. I'm excited about it. Looking forward to getting up with my bad knee and just walking and seeing and meeting interesting people. And if you're out there and you happen to come across me on one of these cities and countries that I'm in, wave, if nothing else, or do the black head nod. You know what I'm talking about. Do all that. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm a writer, a little bit of a poet, and yeah, I think I'm a Southerner. Yeah, I'm from the South originally. I'm a military vet. Did about 10 years in the military, and also a disabled vet. Yeah, I'm just telling you all my business. Right? Make notes. But I have 3 or 4 books published: Black Girl Love, Sister Girl, Pat Green, and About Love. Those are all my books. You can find those on Amazon. You can also find them on my website, AnandraWilliams.com. Yeah, that's my government name, Anandra Williams. Don't use it, because, names have power, and I didn't really give it to you, but you can go find it. Yeah, I mean, I'm easily Googleable, as they say. But yeah, this is again the first podcast. It's gonna be short because I just really want to tell you about me and what you can expect. We will have guests on, and we're just gonna run the gamut. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be some laughter. It's gonna be some jokes. It's gonna be some deep conversations, and there may be some music in between all of that. We're gonna talk about current topics, relationships, hot button items, race relations, money, growing as a people, as a person, growing in your family, if you have one. Those things just the everyday stuff. It's not going to be anything that's esoteric that you're like, where is she coming from with that? No, man, I'm grounded. My feet are on the ground as we speak, and I want to make this podcast very similar to that. I want it to be grounded in me and you and your everyday life. I want you to connect with me as much as I connect with you over the next few months as we see what this podcast thing does. Every Wednesday, it will be up and loaded, and mainly will be a voice recording. So, expect that. And about once a month, I think we're going to do a little visual so you can see who I am, and I can maybe see you if you're my guest when I do the live in your face presentation and stuff. But yeah, that is Black Girl Love in a nutshell. I'm excited to be with you and to share me with you, and you share you with me, and we grow and continue on this journey. It's going to be a blast because life is for living, and we're going to live with a little bit of Black Girl Love. All right, now before we go, since I did say I want to keep this one short and sweet and just the intro, I thought I would leave with a poem, because I did say I'm a poet, right? So why not leave you with this little poem that's from my book, Sister Girl, and it's called She Cooks For Me. Now remind you, I'm on the queer side, so most of my poems might be that way as well. That defends you. This is not the podcast for you. And with that being said, she cooks for me, Southern style, as if I'm starving, and this will be the last one, the last meal, the last love, every time. She cooks chicken because all of us love chicken and peas and cornbread instead of French bread, because she just doesn't get it. French bread, that is. And besides, cornbread tastes better, she says. I agree. She cooks for me because she says she loves me more than I love me. And I believe her when she offers me the first bite, followed by the last bite, followed by the first sip of iced tea sweet, followed by the last sip of iced tea sweet. Because she loves me Southern style, showing me love from home, how mama and granny's front porch, how they showed love with a hug and a dish of, girl, you hungry? Come get you some love. She cooks for me because feeding me feeds her, she says, and every bite I take, she swallows. Because she loves me Southern style, she cooks for me. And that is Black Girl Love. I am your host, Cat Williams. I will see you next week. Every Wednesday, the new podcast will drop. And hopefully you'll be there to listen in, comment, share a little of you and your love. Peace and love.